Hello friends, it has been a minute. I feel like all of my videos start this way. It's been a good 6 months since I posted a video, but it's been a good year since I posted a life update. We're gonna title it Chutes and Ladders. I had a video talking about hitting ground zero, and then I kind of had a good situation happen to me, and then I thought I knew what ground zero was, so I really hit ground zero. I will get into that, but first things first, you guys, I have something really exciting. I've already started it. It's going. The ball is a-rolling. My next video, I will do a video in specific talking about it, but basically, I got the ball rolling to start sponsoring women for cosmetic surgeries, giving away free cosmetic surgeries. So if you want to know about that, if you're interested in that, I'm going to do a separate video and I'll link it once it's up. In the meantime, if you're interested, there is my surgery group linked below. Just go request that. All of the information is in there. But you guys, if you do request it, you have to be female. Your account can't be super private. You have to have a profile picture, no joint accounts, and you have to answer all the questions. I will do that video next though. So without further ado, let's just hop into this. I was really nervous to make this video. That's kind of why it's taken me so long. I want to keep identities private as best as possible. If you guys have been following me closely, you probably know identities. I can't really do anything about that. That's part of being on YouTube. The video that I did about the person in specific, I have taken down. Again, I am trying to keep identities as private as possible. Basically, I got divorced in 2019, if you guys are new here. After 12 years of marriage, I got divorced. And then 3 months after that, I started dating someone for about a year. I had a kind of a rough breakup, almost rough for me. And then I started dating someone new, and it seemed to be going really well. He was a gentleman, he was nice to my children, great family. But yeah, basically, without getting into too much detail, things got really bad. Bad enough to the point where from like the end of December, like the beginning of January to March, I didn't leave my house. I was legit scared to leave my house. That's how bad things got. And it was bad on the internet. You guys probably saw things here and there or comments, or I don't know. I don't know who saw what or whatever. But anyways, it's all been taken down. Everything's quiet. Everyone's doing well. The other person is doing well. I'm very proud of where they're currently at. Unfortunately, there were circumstances, and it doesn't really matter, but it got really bad and really nasty and scary, to say the least. Yeah. For 8 months after that, I pledged to never date again. To just stay single with just me and my kids and to just focus on me. In December, I got a job as an assistant basically for a life insurance agent, and that's kind of what got me into my climb, my come up. Everything going on in my situation at the time was really bad, but I had this fire in me. I had this fire under my butt. And I had to succeed. I had to do it. I was actually creating an income. I was doing all of the things that all of the agents were doing. I was teaching people how to do the job that the agents are doing. So I decided to get licensed. So that was quite the process. I failed the test like 4 times, but I never gave up. And, you know, being a stay-at-home mom for 12 years, and just never feeling like I was good at anything, and that I always failed at everything, and that I was always discarded. Like, I was in such...
Sorry about the lost audio here, folks, but I put the words up of what I was saying in this part. I forgot to turn the volume down on the music playing, so anyways, have fun reading.
It was crazy. But yeah, finally passed the test, got licensed, and you guys, it was one of the biggest, proudest moments of, at least of my single mom life. Like I said, I vowed to never rely on a man ever again, not out of spite, but just for me. I wanted to never have to rely on a man ever again. I never wanted to lose a job because of a breakup. I never again wanted to lose my home because of a breakup. I never again ever want to rely on a man, and I will forever live that way. And I don't mean that in a negative. I don't need no man. Of course, everyone loves the support. Everyone needs support. But for me and my mental health, I have to know that I can do it on my own. and for my security as well. So yeah, started winning with my job. I'm making incredible money. And then I just wanted to kind of give you guys a brief update on another new thing that came into my life that was also really amazing. So let's kind of get into that process besides my job. Okay, so like I said, for 8 months, I was single. I didn't date. I literally, I did not want to date. I was such a man hater. I was a man hater for a while there, I'm not gonna lie. But it wasn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, I was just so single mom power, I guess is the better way to put it. But long story short, I started talking to this guy. He ended up adding me on Snapchat. And every single day for 3 months, we talked. Like, we did the whole like video chatting on Snapchat all day, every day for 3 months. And it was crazy because this was during the time of everything bad happening, and when I was scared and I was stressed out about money, and I was stressed out about trying to pass my test, and then finally passing my test. Like, that's who I talked to every day. He became my best friend. He's the person that I told all of my stories to. He's the person I told all of my traumas, all of my successes. Like, that's who I talk to every day for 3 months. And I'm really incredibly thankful for him for that time in my life, because that was a time in my life where I felt very alone and very defeated. And just to have him in my corner, he didn't know me, I didn't know him. Like, that's how we started talking to each other. And so anyway, so we decided to finally go to lunch, and I was super nervous, but you guys, as soon as I got in person with this man that I had been talking to for so long and knew so much about, I felt like just as soon as I got in his presence, I was like, wow. Like, he has such a demeanor about him, and a presence, and a very alpha male. I think that's just the best way to put it. And he was just so full of life and adventure, and he wasn't scared of anything. And here I am, just 12 years married, not really doing much with life, and then falling all over the place, and falling on my face, and being drug around on my face, and being too scared to do anything, and being too scared to leave my house for 3 months. Like, I was in such a mode. And he just lit life into me during this one lunch date, and it was just crazy the way he looked at me. And then after lunch, he wanted to take me on a motorcycle ride. I'm extremely scared of motorcycles, but for some reason, I felt like I trusted him, and I was like, let's do it. And that's basically our life now. I've just been, let's do it. And I have his hand to hold, and he's been a really incredible person for me, as far as he has a beautiful heart and a beautiful soul, and he helps me through so much, and he's just so kind in the way he looks at me, and the way he makes me feel every day. He makes me feel like I am literally the most beautiful person in the world. He calls me his Barbie doll. I bought a new car. It was my first big purchase. You guys, that was so crazy to me. I bought a new car, and of course I decked it out pink on the inside, because that's me, that's my personality, and it was my color. So yeah, he's called me his Barbie doll, and then he started talking about our future, and it wasn't in a red flag type way. It was just, it felt so genuine hearing it. And then his family, when they talked to me about it, they were just like, reiterated basically that he's never talked about marriage ever. He's never been married. He has a son, but he's never been married. He's never talked about marriage. He's always been against it. His sister Cody is an amazing soul, and she's kind of the reason why we kind of got together and got the kids together. And my daughter fell in love with Cody, his sister, and her daughter Taylor, and I instantly connected with his family. And they took me and my kids in like their own right off the bat, and that's my kryptonite. Having his family just basically validate the fact that he has never talked about marriage, and the fact that he even mentions it with me and wanting that with me is just crazy. And things just kind of took off from there. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen a lot about our life. I don't know why, but I think it's because I'm finally living, and just we have so much fun, and the kids have so much fun. His name's Braden. So I have my daughter Braylee, and I have my son Baden, and now I have Braden. He's literally the peanut butter and jelly to my sandwich. But not only did Braden heal all of the cracks and broken pieces with me, he literally does that for my kids as well. And I'm not going to get into too much detail, again, just to protect identities, and I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but my daughter was having some emotional issues, and Braden filled in those gaps. And my son was having some struggles in that department, and Braden filled in those gaps. And he talks to my children so lovingly. He doesn't just talk about them in our future, he talks about them as if they're his own kids. And like when we first started dating, Braylee was, when I told her about Braden, she gave me this look, and she was just like, and then one time I was talking about him in the car, and I guess I was a little Twitter baited, I don't know, I was just talking a lot, and I look over and Braylee's just staring at me like this. She's like, just giving me the look, and she's like, what did she say? She said, Mom, I love to see you this happy. And she's never said anything like that to me before. And from there on out, she always talked about Braden that way, and just kept saying, I'm so happy you found Braden. I'm so glad that Braden's in our lives. And Baden is my more standoffish kid, but even Baden got to the point where when Braden comes over, he just runs and jumps on, and then he just runs and jumps to him. Anyway, sorry guys, I really didn't think this video was going to get this emotional. I look cute still. But yeah, Braylee tells me all the time of how special Braden makes her feel, and of course we have Baden, and then Braden has his son, and so Braylee's the only girl. Braylee went being treated a little bit poorly. Braden made her feel special during the time where she felt very unwanted and not special and unincluded in her own life. And Braden filled in those gaps for her, and she always told me that how special he makes her feel, and that he makes her feel like a princess. And anyway, yeah, that's my update. And I swear to you guys, I'm praying that I never have to make another video that involves the shoots part again. Like, everyone's gonna go through their ups and downs in life, but Braden's it. Yeah. It's crazy how fast we fell in love, and how deeply we fell in love, how sure we are. Everything, at least for me, everything that I have gone through, every trial, it all makes sense now that I'm with Braden. I have paid my dues, and I feel like I finally have learned enough, and I'm at a certain level that I am at Braden's altitude of being worthy to be with a man like him. He's obviously been through his stuff, he's paid his dues, and I feel like we're both just at a point where it's like we can finally just like exhale and just enjoy life. I'm just feeling extremely blessed. So anyways, there's my shoots and ladders talk. But yeah, just to wrap it up again, my next video I'm going to be talking about the makeover giveaway that I'm going to be doing. You guys, this is something huge. It's something I want to be doing more and more of. I want to start sponsoring. I want this to primarily be for moms, because the whole point of it is advocating for moms and our bodies literally being ruined after giving life and creating life. And the fact that insurance doesn't cover nothing for everything that is done to our bodies, you know. So I've come up with an idea of a way to sponsor. Of course, there's the whole everyone donate $1 and then we'll have enough money. That doesn't work. So I've created a couple fun ideas, and I will go over that in the next video. But just so you guys don't miss out on it, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and hit that little notification bell so that you get notified when I post. And yeah, I appreciate a little like and a comment. It just really helps the algorithm or something like that. I don't know. And then all the links to my social media are in the description below. You can go follow me on Instagram and TikTok. That's where I post most. But yeah, my life, man. You know? I love you all. I have a lot of you who have been there from the beginning, and I appreciate you all. Any newcomers, welcome. I love and appreciate you all. Again, be sure to subscribe. Until next time. Bye, guys.